everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to do a waterfall French braid into a low bun. So the first thing I'm doing is creating a small section at the front of the head, and I'm just going to clip that out of the way. Then I'm going to create a similar size section, and then with the remaining hair, I'm just going to put it into a low ponytail so it's out of my way. Now I'm going to go back to that back section and I'm going to prep it by putting in spray gel, and I'm also going to comb it through. This is where I'm going to start doing my waterfall braid. So at the top, I'm just going to put the hair into 3 sections. Now I'm going to take the side that's closest to the front and cross it over. The side to the back, I'm going to cross over the middle. Then with the front piece, I'm going to gently just set it down and then pick up a small section of hair and cross it over. Go back to the back section, cross it over, pick up a tiny bit of hair, cross it over. Then with that piece in my hand, I'm just going to set it down out of the way. Then I'm going to pick up a section and cross it over. Now I'm going to go back to the back section, cross it over, pick up a piece of hair to add it. Now when I go back to the other side on the front, I'm just going to take that hair and drop it. And then I'm going to pick up a small chunk of hair. Go back to the back section, cross over, and then take your hair closest to the front and drop it and pick up a tiny section of hair. Go to the back, cross your strand over, pick up a small tiny chunk and add it to what you just crossed over. Take your strand and put it over the top. I find when you're kind of working on the edge, using that clip to hold your hair out of the way really helps. So as you're going down, you just want to make sure every time you go to the right, you just let go of your strand, and then underneath it, you're picking up a tiny chunk of hair. So I'm just going to continue this waterfall braid down until I've added most of the hair on this side. Once I've added all the hair in this section, I'm just going to continue my 3-strand braid by braiding to the back here, because I'm going to eventually add this into a low bun. So I'm going to braid it probably about halfway down, just so that the braid will fit into my bun. Once I get it where I want it, I'm just going to tie it off with a clear elastic. Now I'm going to do the braid at the front of the head. So I'm going to pick up all of those pieces that I set aside, and I'm just going to spray them down with water, and then I'm going to brush them through, and then I'm going to fold them to the back side of the head so that they're ready to add into this braid I'm doing right now. So again, with this front piece, I'm going to add spray gel, comb it through so it's ready to be braided. Next, I'll go to the top of this section of hair, and I'm going to create 3 strands. So I'm going to cross over the front piece, then I'm going to cross over the back piece, and then again I'm going to cross over the front piece. And then I'm going to pick up all of the hair underneath that I want to add. I'm not adding any hair on the next side. So I'm going to add the piece over on the back side, and then I'm going to pick up my waterfall and smooth it out and put it into my braid. So you want to make sure you're crossing over that front piece. Now pick up all of the hair that you wanted added from that section. Then cross over your back piece, pick up your waterfall piece and add it to your braid. Go back to the front side, put your piece over, pick up the hair and add it to your piece you just crossed over. Go to the back piece and pick up your waterfall piece and add it to your braid. So what you want to remember is to add all of the hair from your front section on the side that's closest to the head, because on the back side the only hair that you should be adding are the waterfall sections from the braid that you just put in. And you don't want any remaining hair to be underneath this braid. So make sure that you're kind of going underneath the braid and making sure that you get all of that hair that's there. Also remember that when you're putting in these waterfall pieces, just smooth them out a little bit so that they look nice when you're putting them into the braid. Now you should be able to pick the waterfall pieces out pretty easily since they're sectioned out into the braid. So just continue this down until you get all of your waterfall pieces added into your front braid. Once I have all of my pieces added, I'm just going to make sure I pull this tight so it's really close to the head, and then I'm just going to continue down with my 3-strand braid like I did with the other braid. This one is a little bit bigger, but this one will be added to my ponytail that's going to turn into a bun. And then tie it off again with a clear elastic. So now that I have my front braids done, I'm going to put in my low bun. So I'm just going to use a little bit of spray gel, and I'm going to use this comb to really smooth out the hair. I'm going to put in a thick elastic, including the braids that I just did. Next, I'm going to take out the braids that I did. So I'm just using my seam ripper to take out the rubber bands. I never pull them out. If you don't have a seam ripper, just use some scissors and pull it away from the hair so you don't accidentally cut the hair. Next, I'm going to use my bun former. I'll link below if you don't have one of these where you can get one. And then I will just have my daughter lean forward, and then I will smooth the hair out around this bun just as evenly as possible using my comb and a little bit of water. Once I get it where I want it, I'm going to take a clear elastic and put it over top of this bun. And then I will have her put her head up again and then just put the hair into 2 sections. Now from here, I'm just going to twist the hair. If you wanted to braid this, you could do that and that would look pretty as well. But I'm just twisting it here, and then I'm going to wrap it around the underside of this bun. Now my daughter has a lot of hair, so her bun will stick out a little bit more than most, but it just kind of depends on how much hair you have. Then I will take bobby pins and put them on the edge of where I just put that hair in. And then I'll do the same twisting with the other section of hair that I have. Then I will go crazy with bobby pins, putting it in, making sure I don't put any in that will hurt her head. And then that is my finished look. I hope you guys like this tutorial. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our channel. We post new videos on Wednesdays and Saturdays.